Let's see, we get some light on in here. Not that it helps. The camera, and, oh, sorry. We're gonna share. Sorry about all that. I don't know how much of that you got, but I'm gonna put the camera back up here. Don't want this to be my last time. Ow! Yes. Gotta rewind that music. Okay. Yeah, I can't let you listen to my music just in case. You know, because of credits, but what's up, peeps? What's up? I had a few minutes to myself, you know, I've had a rough day. So I figured, you know, it's time to just, you know, chat with you all, you know what I'm saying? So you're free to ask whatever, but that doesn't mean I'm going to answer you with whatever that you want to know, but I'm here. I'll get to you in a second. Anyways, I'm AngelNaphtalie. I'm a drummer. I play djembe. I also play on the kit drumming and percussion. And I've been doing that for a long time. All right. Yeah, before I let you go, I should save that for the last song. By Blackstreet. That's the name of the song I'm listening to right now. Put that right. Nah, I gotta put it down here. I gotta go to Facebook so I can read the comments because I can't read it from here. Make sure I got the volume down on that. Anyway, it's time for coffee, tea, or me. Something could be going wrong in the atmosphere. I've had a lot of crazy things happening in this whole month. And as I was telling a very, very, very close friend earlier today, to have to come out in the rain was giving me flashbacks of about a month ago. And some very disastrous things happened about a month ago. But I'm getting over it. You know, like life goes on. You can't cry about it. So I'm getting to your comments in 1 second. I gotta go to Facebook. Go to YouTube. And do it from here because I obviously will not see what you're talking about way over there. You gotta figure out how to find it. How are you guys? How are you? Okay. All right. So I've got the live feed going on over here. And who do we got here? T1, 2, 3. Good. So I guess that means good that you're watching. Good, I sound all right. Which one? Yeah. And hopefully that's the only one I see. But I appreciate that you're on. So let me go back to talking about what I'm about doing today. So I have been, well, actually I can't even listen to my music because I'm on here watching these texts. Oh, both. Great. Happy to have you on board. Anyway, so I'm AngelNaphtalie, and yes, I am a drummer. And I was going to play some things, but I obviously can't because I don't want to get in trouble for not giving somebody credit, because I can't give them credit unless I'm doing shorts. And I don't want to always just be doing shorts, you know what I mean? I mean, I could play music right here in my car. Fly like an angel. Fly like an angel. Little darling. But then I have to give credit, so. That was Barris Hammond with Fly Like an Angel. I am an angel. That's my favorite song, actually. So if you ever get the opportunity to listen to that song, you'll know why it's my favorite song. It's your birthday today? Well, happy birthday. So you're a Gemini, of course. Do you want me to sing for you? I'm not very good at singing right now, not this time of the day, but if you want me to sing for you, I will. I'll do it like the way my family does things. No, you don't want me to sing? But not today. Oh, okay, well, whatever. But if your birthday's coming up, happy birthday. Many good wishes for you. It's okay. Because I am going to answer whatever anybody puts here. I'm going to answer those questions or comments. So be careful what you put. It's coming up soon. All right. It's been a crazy day. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it's almost over. Go get your coffee. Go get your tea, tequila, champagne, glass of wine, whatever turns you on. Go get it. I cheer you. Salute, salute, salute. A good shot of tequila would do well in this coffee right about now after the kind of day I've had. But it's too early in the day for that. So, and I am driving, so we got to be careful. Yeah, we have to be careful about what we do. But yeah, so I haven't got any gigs that I've been playing in lately. I did do a big show with Sambalolo, and those videos are on my page. So on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube, you can go and look for those. I'm still uploading videos. Sambalolo is a West African band from Mali. And they play, you know, obviously Malian music. The singer is Boubacar Jabeti, and he is like my brother. So you'll often hear me talk about my brothers. In any of my videos, I have at least 7 African brothers that hang with me or keep me safe, or who are like my bodyguards, in fact. And they don't let anything happen to me. But you'll hear me talk about them often. As well as my sons. I have like a lot of sons, a lot of grandsons, and they're all my bodyguards. My youngest grandson, he's only 9. He'll be turning 10 in September. His name is Liam the Warrior. And he don't let nobody near me. He don't let no one near me. He is the best ever. So let me go back to these comments. I tried to upload, but not them. What do you mean? You try to upload videos of your own? Because if you did, it takes time. It takes time to build your YouTube channel. Or just to get viewers. I mean, it takes time. Yeah. You just have to take your time. It took me almost 2 years to get to where I am right now. I think you had to have like 150, 100, I think it was 100 viewers, or like people who watch your show, your page, just to be able to do lives, and only 15-minute lives. Now I can go a whole hour. I don't know if I'll do that. Let's see, it's 5:38 right now. I'm not gonna go for a whole hour. I might go to 6 o'clock. I gotta keep track of the time. Yeah, you just gotta hang in there. It takes a while. Most of my lives are done on Facebook and Instagram. And I'm just now getting speed on YouTube, meaning people are starting to really get used to me posting all the time. Yeah, keep trying. That's all you can do. Keep trying. Keep doing your shorts. Keep doing your little... Go do some lives somewhere else, or do some videos. But remember, if you do music videos with music in the background, unless you own the music, if you go to upload, I gotta take my headphones out of there. If you go to upload your music videos, sometimes you'll get a little flag saying, oh, you don't own that music, copyright issues. So be careful of that. If you're doing cover tunes, you must go and find the cover tune and put it in quotations and tag them. You gotta tag them. Yeah, that's all you can do. Just keep tagging. I suggest. I don't know. I'm not proficient with YouTube yet. I'm getting there, but making little shorts, and you can put the music. Say you did a cover tune. Like I often go in the park and play drums. Not with my sticks, but on my djembe, and I play to music. I play the cover tunes, and I record it, and then I come home and I upload maybe a minute of a song, and then I go and find the name of that song where it says get the music. After I've uploaded the 1 minute, 60 seconds exactly, then I go and find the same song that I was playing to in the park, and I put that there as the music, and then I lower the volume of that song because I want you to hear me playing to the song. And if I don't lower the volume, then you're not going to hear it. I hope that's helpful. That's okay, but thanks for joining me today, all right? Thank you. I hope I've helped a little bit. And make sure you subscribe to my page so you'll know when I do this again. And if you want to, leave me a little heart. Can't do the too hard thing because I got my hands full. Oh, let me do it. Hold on. Yeah, leave me a heart at the bottom. Oh, you left me a heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. Let me know when you do get your videos up, and I'm going to try to follow you as well later when I'm done doing this. I can't multitask, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, do that. And it was nice chatting with you. Yeah. Oh, my friend is asking me where am I going live at. I got to let everybody know. YouTube, baby. YouTube. So anybody else who comes on, make sure that you tell me what you want me to talk about today. I'm only going to be talking until 6 o'clock. All right? And then I'll be done. let's get out of that and go back to over here. So people have asked me before, where am I from? Well, I'm from Massachusetts. That's where I'm from. That's not where I was born. That was not where I was raised. But I am here in Massachusetts now. Cheers. Cheers to Massachusetts. I would say, I have no problem with telling you, I'm right here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Some people say, oh, don't tell everybody every little thing. Why? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You can't do nothing. So what? So you know I live in Cambridge. So what? Big deal. There's only one angel. Only one AngelNaphtalie. So, what are you going to do? Be happy I told you. That's all I can say. Be happy I told you. And what are some of the other questions people ask me? Let me think about that. How long have I been playing drums? Pretty much all my life. Of course, professionally or qualifyingly. I stopped for a long time because I had a family. So I don't know how to answer that question. I've been in and out of the wave of the beats of the drums. But as a kit drummer, I started very young. I'm not on the drum set itself, but I drove my mother crazy. There were boxes, cans, pots, and pans. This girl was banging on them. She used to make me go out in the yard sometimes when I was small, out in California. And she said, "Go. You want to bang on things? You go outside and play. Go out there. Go in your dollhouse. Go out there and play." So I would go out there doing the same thing. I didn't know I was making noise. I didn't think it was noise. And if they played music in the house, I could hear it. So I'm trying to play to the music. I grew up in California around a lot of Mexicans and Indians, Native Americans. So my dad used to bring me when I was small. My other siblings are probably jealous of that because they didn't get to have that with my dad. But my dad used to take me because I was the oldest one, and we were all born like a year apart. And he would take me, firstborn, right, to wherever he went to go to work. So he worked in a lot of the orchards picking fruits, and he was a truck driver. So wherever he would go in his truck, I wanted to let the window down a little bit, but it's raining. It's so raining out here. He would take me on his little truck runs around in California in the neighborhood or wherever he was going, because he just did a lot of little different types of driving, as well as he was an interstate driver. So when he would go in the orchards and help, because that was during the deep recession, I got to go along. I didn't know that there were different types of people. I thought we was all one people. That's what I thought. I didn't find out till I was older. And somebody told me, "Hey, where are you from?" And then I was talking about it, and they said, "You're just a white girl." And I said, "What does that mean?" I always thought I was a Mexican or an Indian. I never knew I was anything. I didn't know there was a color. I didn't even know there was a name for things. Yeah, that's just a funny story. I had to throw that in there. But I did basically grow up thinking that was my cultural background because I grew up around that, And I used to hang out in this one lady's house, and she used to make tortillas every day. I fell in love with tortillas, but I didn't eat them the way they did. I ate it with peanut butter and jelly. And it was the funniest thing. She used to love it. And she would speak Spanish, but I didn't know what she was saying. But later, my mom told me, because my mom did understand Spanish, she said what she's saying is that you are a golden girl, and you're eating the peanut butter and jelly and making it like a dessert instead of a meal. So it's kind of funny, but I don't eat them like that anymore. Now I like real burritos, real, you know, put stuff in it kind of burritos. Yeah, that's life. You want to hear some more music? Let's see what's on here. Lucky Dubé. Trying to make a living out there, but it's so hard. That's all I can give you. 5 seconds. Yeah, Lucky Dubé is like one of my top of the line reggae artists. Top of the line. When I say top of the line, you know, everybody will go usually to Bob Marley. Well, Bob Marley is on my list, but I've never actually met Bob Marley, although I lived on the Vineyard, and I think I was probably, I want to say 17, because I wasn't quite old enough to go inside of a concert or a bar or anything like that. And on Martha's Vineyard, we call it Up Island, but what was the town that was in? Well, I'll think of it in a minute. But it's up near Aquina, which used to be called Gay Head. This particular club was up there. And my good friend, which is like a little brother to me, him and I, his name is Rory, we went to go up to this club to find his big brother, who was a year older than me. And he supposedly was in this concert. And in the concert is where Bob Marley was. And when we went there, you know, security wasn't going to let me in because I wasn't old enough. But I told them who I was looking for. And as I looked through the door, this is before Bob had dreadlocks. He just had a big afro. I could see him on the stage. And of course, the smoke coming out of there was all marijuana, right? Ganja, ganja, ganja. Just like smack you upside your head. It was so intense. Yeah, so they had to call the brother, and he came out, and he looked just like Bob Marley. Like, facial features, the hair, everything, he acted like him. You would have swore. And actually, he did play music. So, it was amazing, but he was a year older, and he got to go to the concert. So that's the only close connection I could say I've had with Bob Marley in that respect. His sons, I have had the encounters of. I talked about this on my last video. Ziggy Marley. I did a radio interview with him. Of course, it didn't. It was really. I'm still like flabbergasted about how this took place, and then the tape recorder that I taped it on didn't record it. And we had tested. Ziggy and I tested the recorder before we recorded. I don't know if Ziggy will ever remember that because that was like a long time ago. But he said, "Is that recorder working?" I said, "Yeah, brand new. It's fresh out the box." And he goes, "Okay." He asked me what radio station I was with. I was with the Caribbean Connection radio station with David Martin. And he heard about it, so he said, "Okay." I said, "Yeah, I just want to do a short interview, record it, and then we'll turn this on to a reel-to-reel and then play it on the radio show." And he was down for that. So we tested out the recorder, hit play, hit record. Swear it was working. The lights were on. Afterwards, and we never checked it after we got done either, because we already assumed it recorded because we already tested it earlier. I get back home. I'm so excited. I tell my radio boss, yes, I got the interview. Ah. I hit play. First I rewound it. My boss heard that we did the test in the beginning, and then you hear blank for 20 minutes. Nada. Nothing. No recording. So the only proof that I have that I did that or even met Ziggy is that I have a picture of me and Ziggy and some idiot that was bugging me at the time, who had to be in the picture. Oh, that kind of ruined. I could crop that person out, but we'll forgive him. He couldn't help. But you know, it is whatever. But that happened. I have proof. I have that picture somewhere in my archive of things. I've had many experiences, many musical experiences. I've had many radio experiences. I was on radio for a long time, and I was the co-host, so I had a lot of clout and a lot of followers for me and David Martin. And we did radio for a long time, and then he felt pressured by how, because you had to pay to be a radio. So this is how it worked in the radio station that we worked at, is to buy your airtime, you had to have good sponsors, so your sponsors are paying for your airtime. And it was an AM station, so it can only reach so far, you know what I mean? Now, he did try to get the show online when things started changing so that you could stream online. It kept breaking up, but eventually he did figure out that he could do it like that. And just as he figured it out, the times, the money, everything started going up and up and up and up. So he took a break. Then he went on a different radio station called Big City Radio for a while and tried to help them get that going. The only problem is, and I don't mind saying it because I have an FCC license, so I'm not trying to be in a pirate station. Big City Radio is still happening as far as I know in Boston, but it's not a station that I or David Martin should have been at. So I went under David's FCC. I say, if you want to be there, go ahead. But, you know, we went to lengths. We went to school to get these licenses to be broadcasting. And now it looks like you don't even need a license anymore. So much for that. So much for that. You know, but it is what it is. All right, we got about 555. That number has been haunting me. That number has been haunting me for a whole month, from May 10th, or maybe just before May 10th, probably May 5th, 2025, until today, when I see that on the clock. 555 on my clock. Unbelievable. I don't know what that means. If you know what it means, let me know, because it has been haunting me. Haunting me. If it's a good thing, let me know, but I ain't got no money to play a number unless you're going to donate to the cause. I just barely got my cup of coffee. Actually, let me see. They're supposed to be, I don't see it on there though. It's supposed to be a money sign somewhere at the bottom, but maybe I didn't load it up. I ain't into all of that crap. Somebody else got to teach me how to do that. I see all my friends doing it, you know, but you're back. Awesome. You missed a whole lot of conversation. I talked about radio. I talked about everything, almost everything under the sun, but the sun ain't out right now. I got like 4 or 5 more minutes left, maybe 7. Anyhow, what do you do? What do you do that you were trying to upload videos about? Let me know what you're all about. Drop it down there in the text. I'm trying to think of what else people have been asking me, because I don't mind repeating myself. Anybody who knows me knows I love to talk and run my mouth. I'm good at that. But when I run my mouth about, it's always factual. It's about what I know. I never talk about things I don't know. I will talk with you about something that you know about and have a conversation and give you my opinion, but I won't talk about things I don't know. Don't talk about politics either, because I don't talk about that. Because what politics means to me is politricks. It's all a trick, and ain't nobody getting me sucked up in that. It's not gonna happen. You're in Britain. What do you do in Britain? How is it there? One day I'm gonna travel there with my brothers. You heard me talk about my brothers earlier? We're supposed to go to Mali at one point. Hopefully before the end of the year. Yep. I hope. And actually, I have DNA from Britain and let me see, England, Wales, where else? Scotland, Ireland, Sicily, Sierra Leone, Cape Verde, Portugal, Mali, a little bit of everything. I mean, it's all over the place. That's where I'm from. Oh, and you said Chinese? Get a Chinese. What do you mean a Chinese? Get a Chinese when you come? Why? I have a pinch of Chinese. It's in my DNA. See, my theory is this, that in another lifetime, if that ever existed, I was a shield maiden. I was a Viking. And Vikings traveled all over the place, conquering different places. I'm not part of that part of them, but they did that, right? And they went everywhere. They went everywhere. And the people who were around them, who the different places they conquered, they brought them into the tribe and they became Vikings too. So that's why I think I have so much in me, is that, hey, had to be a Viking. A Chinese food. Oh, okay. Chinese food. All right. We have some good Chinese food here too. We have a lot of them. Mostly we have some really great Brazilian places. Like right across the street from where I'm sitting, there's an awesome Brazilian restaurant. I love going in there. I can't pronounce their name. Let's see, what is it called? Muque. M-U-Q-U-E. That's the name of it. It's a Brazilian restaurant. Yeah. Because most of my mother's side of the family comes from Portugal and Cape Verde. And, you know, those West African continents that I spoke about earlier. And I grew up around eating those foods once I moved to the vineyard. Because my great-great-grandmother was from Lisbon, Portugal, and my great-great-grandfather came from Cape Verde. So they cooked all these foods that are very similar to the the Brazilian foods. So I go over there and eat, and as soon as they see me coming, I don't know if they know where I'm from, but they treat me like royalty. They really do. Well, I don't eat chicken, but I eat shrimp, I eat fish. I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. I don't eat any kind of meat whatsoever, but I do eat seafood, fish, except scallops. I think I'm allergic to scallops and calamari or shrimp. I mean, them long-legged things. Octopus. I don't eat that either. Just the thought of an octopus's arm wrapping around me to suck me and eat me up makes me not want to eat them. Oh my goodness. So what part of Britain are you from? Oh shoot, I gotta watch the time. I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes, maybe 8. What part of Britain? So I'll know when the time comes to make sure I go to, if you're still there, what part are you in right now? Really, I really should have put a shot of tequila in this cup. Maybe I'll have one when I go home. Yorkshire. Okay. All right. South Yorkshire. All right. I seen that on the map. Yeah. Definitely my DNA is from there. I'm sure. I say that. People say, well, why do you keep saying that? Because people ask me all the time, where are you from? What's your cultural background? How else am I going to tell you? Except to tell you I'm from everywhere. Everywhere. My ancestors came from over there to here, carrying all that DNA and mixed up with everybody here, including the Native Americans that are here. So I'm a little bit of everything, everywhere, anything. Little drop here, little drop there. And my kids are the same way. My kids' backgrounds are from everywhere. My daughter asked me the other day, Ma, what do I put on this medical report? It's asking me if I'm white or I'm black. I said, don't answer it. Or answer it what you feel, because you're a little bit of everything. And no one has a right to peg-hole you into a particular thing. If you're all of them, you can say you're Portuguese. You can say you're Cape Verdean. You can say you're African American. You can say whatever. Just say you're an American. That covers everything. She laughed. She goes, all this time I thought I was either white or black. Because her father's black, right? I said, you're a melting pot. You can be whatever you want to be. But I'm just telling you, pick 1 or 2 or 3, and if they don't like what you put there, you say, well, I can't choose. That's it. You're pure British, huh? Nothing wrong with that, at least you know. I can't say that about me. I'm not pure anything. I'm a hodgepodge of many melting pots. That's probably why I'm a musician, because musicians come from everywhere, and I can play, almost sit down at my djembe and play whatever type of music. The only kind I don't like is headbanging music that rattles your brain. I will never play that. But hey, whatever floats somebody's boat, it's okay. Do what you gotta do. There's other people who play that. I don't have to do it. Someone said, are you married? They asked me about that before. No. My partner, though, that I would have been married to, passed away in 2019. We were together for a very long time. He was a drummer as well. So, no. You got a new bike? Nice. I still have my bike. I got to actually put some air in it and ride him. I call him Mr. Ed. He's Eddie Bauer bike. I've had him for, I don't want to, like, a long time. I'm just going to say a long time. He's in mint condition. And I do ride him, but not in the streets like these people are crazy out here. I will not ride with them. I will put my bike on the back of my car and drive down to bike trails and then ride them, because he likes the rough riding anyways. He's still like I just got him. My partner, who I was just getting ready to talk about, he bought it from me after I broke my ankle. I had broke it in 5 places back in 2001. And of course, you know, when you're off your feet, you know what happens, right? You blow up. You're not exercising. You can't get up. You can't even put your foot down. You got to walk on crutches all the time. So I did gain weight at that time, and I was getting depressed. So he bought the bike so that I would have something to look forward to. And as soon as I was able to get on the bike and go, that weight came off, and yeah, as I was riding my big boy, I was riding him. What happened? Got some suspension on your bike? Because I have suspension on mine. Yeah, he bounces, you know. He likes to go over like bumps. So I like to take him on the trails, although I don't see too good anymore, so it's probably not a good idea. Probably run into a tree. But I do like to take him on trails, just as long as it's not too unbalanced. If I were younger, like back when I was a kid, I used to ride bikes really rough. I got scar. I can't show them to you now because I got my coats on. But both my elbows, I got scars to prove it. I got scars everywhere. I was a rough rider back in the day. But I can't do that now, so I try to take it a little bit more easier. I let my bike do the driving, and I just ride them. You know, like if you were on a horse, you just ride it. Yeah, that's it. But I do like riding him where there's no people around. There's quite a bit of scenic routes that I can, or bike trails that not in the grass or the dirt, but where people ride their bikes, and it's a little safer. Around a pond, around the rivers. I love doing that. I like hiking. I like you have a rabbit too. I used to have a rabbit. Yep. I had 2 rabbits actually. One was a friend's and one was mine. And then, well, I take that back. He wasn't my rabbit. He belonged to my son. But I was the one doing all the work, cleaning and taking care of his cage and feeding him. So that's why I say he was my rabbit, because my son wasn't doing his job. Lola? Nice name. So I guess it's a girl rabbit, right? Perfect. So what kind of things do you do? Like, what kind of things were you planning on uploading in your videos? I'm curious. Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah. I was telling you about my partner. So he passed away in 2019 after a long 15 years of cancer, which he almost overcame, and then it just got into his spine, and then that just took him down. So without fail, there'll be sirens in my videos. There you go. There's one going by now. So but he taught me a lot on the drums that I didn't know, and we did music together. We did a lot of running, like because he was in a lot of bands, so we did. I call it a run because you're running in your car, of course, not on foot, to different gigs, and that was quite a bit of traveling that we did together. But we never got married, and my children's fathers were idiots, so I think it was better I didn't marry any of them, because I probably would have went, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I miss him dearly, but life has to go on. I know he's always with me. His name was Glenn Archibald Grant, and you'll see, I think I put a live video I did, the first live video I did was talking about him on my YouTube page, and I sometimes put up videos with him playing in them occasionally, some older things that I had captured, But he was a top 10 drummer out of New York. He was from Trinidad and Tobago. And how we met was really, really something. He traveled over to your side of the world many times. He was over there on tour. That was before I met him. So, yeah. So now it's my time. I've gone back to drumming. All my kids have grown up and left home and had their own families, got married, you know, did their things. I'm good. I'm just me, myself, and I, and taking care of my drums and doing what I love to do. Yeah. I have people that I'm working with, you know, people I will be doing some collaborations with in the near future. I'm not putting it out there yet because I want to solidify it, make sure, and also you know, it's a process, you know, it's a process. But in the meantime, you're going to see me doing what I like to do, and that is playing my djembe a lot. You won't see me doing this unless I just record myself practicing. Mostly practicing is what are the videos that I do. That way I can look back on them things in a year from now and say, oh, you know, I really got to go back to that song, and now that I've been practicing it, let's do it again and record another video with that. So that's part of what I want to do. I am going to do me. And you got to go, and I got to go because it's 6:14, and I did say I was only going to do a half an hour. So maybe tomorrow I'll be back. I want to thank you for joining me, and nice meeting you. And I am going to check out your page and make sure you subscribe to my page and like it, so I will find you easier. All right? Peace and love. No hair grease, though. Not good for you. See you all later. Put that down. Always know, wood will get you everywhere. Just saying.